Good afternoon from Port Sunlight Cricket Club. Sorry for the delay in the audio. This is a rescheduled match between PinkDrive and FJT. Overnight rain. We moved the game from Chester to Port Sunlight. And beautiful afternoon now. Oh, that's big. That's big. Well ball, good comeback. Another boundary. So it's a small square boundary on the leg side from this end, and the wind's also blowing towards the leg side. On the other hand, the other boundary to the batsman's offside is enormous. It's into the wind, so you'd expect that in the first 10 PinkDrive would be looking to get 80-90 minimum, because in the second 10 I think it's going to be a lot harder to clear the ropes on the leg side at least. It's a good wicket. I think the moisture's probably firmed it up. Groundsman's giving the wicket a great roll. And it's getting better and better all the time. Oh, that's big. Gone deep in his crease, just using the wind. The wind is a strong factor here. He's just got deep in his crease. Baseball style. Cleared the left leg. And Justin Reynolds is on fire here. 40 from 12. Just what PinkDrive needed. Oh, it was a good comeback. What a good battle this is. Gavir Singh, Farani, left arm spinner. Oh, that's huge! That's in the golf course! That's the first time I've seen a ball in the golf course. That is the biggest six of the tournament. That's on the 9th green at Eastham. Shots of fall on the 9th green there at Eastham. So Justin Reynolds, 46 from 14. We don't normally lose balls at Port Sunlight, but we have on this occasion. He is hitting with the wind, but that's 6 on any boundary. That's cleared the ropes by at least 50 meters there. So just a delay as we look for a new ball. think FJTB were relieved. They're going superbly until Justin Reynolds arrived at the crease. 73 off 7.4. I think that's about par. You need 10 and over in these first 10. Big wind blowing down ground, and Justin Reynolds has got his team exactly where they need to be here. I think he needs to keep going. It's going to be a lot more difficult in that back 10 when you're heading into the wind. So, managed to get a new ball. I'm not sure where I'd be telling the bowler to bowl after that one. So a bit of calm before or after the storm. And now he's just chalked it. So he's followed up the biggest 6 of the tournament with the chalk. So 73 from 8, 9 and over. I think both teams will be fairly happy with this start. Even Stevens, yeah. Good change up. So Tristan Smith, he's got 6 from 9. Not as fluid as he was yesterday, but he's battling away, and his role is just to give Reynolds a strike. Port Sunlight track, once you get in, it does get a lot easier. There's a good pace here from Yusuf. So Reynolds, 46 from 16. At 46 from 14. He's on track for the fastest 50 of the tournament. Oh, that's flat 6. So that's 6 more. And that's 52 from 17 deliveries. That one's in the golf course again, but that time flat through the fence. They've recovered the ball. So great innings from Justin Reynolds. The crowd that's coming at Port Sunlight late notice about the games being scheduled here have been treated to a great cameo from Reynolds. And I'm sure there's going to be more people arriving soon to watch the action late in the day. Masagami, reigning champions, taking on the Super Giants from Bangladesh. And that brings Rory Rouse to the crease, the captain of the PinkDrive Buffaloes. There's 7 deliveries left from this end, and I feel that it's worth taking a gamble to try and pepper the ropes. That's brilliantly bowled. It's a great battle here. Yusuf's got a bit of pace about him. He's bowling into the wind, and he's got that one through. Good awareness there from FJT. Fielder's about 20 meters off the boundary and the covers into the wind. He realizes that it's going to take some hit to get through the covers for 4. So the 2s have got to be cut off, and the fielding teams are going to have to put their best fielder, in my view, on that side at extra cover. Someone that can cover the ground to his left, to his right, and anticipate well. because he's going to have a lot of work to do there in the covers. The keeper's chased well, yeah. Great work from the keeper. The outfield's quickening up despite all this rain. It's a quick outfield here at Port Sunlight. Great work from the keeper there. Covered a lot of the ground. He saved 2 runs. Well bowled. This is great viewing at the moment. 2 teams showing all their skills. Justin Reynolds made this track look easy. The rest of the PinkDrive batsmen just struggling to get going, yeah? There'll be a little bit of nibble in the wicket. There has been a lot of rain. That's well timed. That's good cricket. Mix up the power hitting with the deft touches for 2. Keep the board ticking over. I think FJT will actually be fairly happy with the start here. 85, 9.3. They're bowling into the wind. Beautifully shot. What a shot that is. It's going to be very hard to drive that through the covers for 4 today, but he almost did there into the wind. Brilliantly fielded out there as well. So great cricket all round. Still check drive. This little flick of the wrists over the Wrexham lager tent. That would have been problems here on Sunday with the crowd that is anticipated. We will be on the far side of the square on Sunday, so it won't be as easy as it is today to clear the leg side boundary from this end. But that's 10 overs gone, and that was a vital 6 for PinkDrive. In my count, you need around 100 in these first 10 when you're hitting with the wind. It's going to be a lot more difficult now. But in saying that, you've got an opportunity to go inside out over cover now. If the bowler bowls gives you any width, so you've got to try and hit with the wind today and to the small boundary. So the team that's able to prevent the short boundary being peppered should come out on top here today. So the track's playing well. It's been given a few rolls this morning by Simon Melbers. Oh, well bowled. Great length that. That's a great comeback from Gonvir Singh Sani. He'll be very relieved to be bowling from this end. So that's the end of Tristan Smith. Didn't quite get going today. It was superb yesterday at Neston. I do have Justin Reynolds in the hat. There's still a lot of overs to bat here, so they want to keep a few wickets in hand. The new batsman is Rinko Adams. And FJT will feel that they can control the proceedings from this end. Very good length. Don't know if PinkDrive's got any left-handers, but you're calling out for a left-hander here just to keep the leg side in play. Govia Singh Sani, great comeback over from him. He's a class act. He got hit into the golf course, but he's held his nerve, and I think they've got him from the right end here. I think first spell they was hoping he would get a bit of purchase, but this wicket's playing well, and the margin for error is tiny with the small leg side boundary and the wind blowing in that direction as well. So they've got him from the right end now, and I feel like he will be able to control the game from there. And I think you're going to see a lot of spin from this end now. So Mohammed Adil Surreal is in. Off spinner. That's clever cricket, just helped it around the corner. So good from Rinko Adams. And PinkDrive will be targeting 175, yeah. Maybe 180. Superb pace. So FJT are reading the conditions well. You need spinners from this end. Pace on allows you to free the arms through the offside. So I think this is the right tactics from FJT. I'm sure, no doubt, that the Super Giants and Masagami will be watching this game as well. And the brains trust of those two teams will be planning their selection and their tactics for bowling. I like that shot from Rory Rouse. Just opening the face. Just getting bats on it. Just a little chip shot using the wind into the gap and running hard for two. Obviously a lot of power hitting required in last man stands, but also a lot of brawn and thought has to go into the approach. You can't just come in and think you're going to whack every ball. You've got to read the conditions, and I think both teams are doing that, and that's why they're both in the quarterfinals. Two top teams, all 8 teams in the quarterfinal have high pedigree. Slow ball, great cricket chat. That should be 2 though. Filled in the boundaries a little bit deep in my view. In the other quarterfinal, Santon Royals posted 173 for 6 in their 20, and Western Swingers 26 for 1 of 3.4. Arguably, Santon Royals have got their noses slightly in front, but not much in that one. But we live here at Port Sunlight Cricket Club. Beautiful afternoon now. Slow ball, well bowled. Little check shot. Fielder comes round. So I think taking the pace off from the paddle court end is a good idea. Batsman will be trying to free the arms. I think that's the delivery the batsman's wanting, but clever change-up from FJT, keeping the batsman guessing. I don't think he can run in and bowl 5 deliveries like that and over, because eventually he could travel the distance through the covers. He's just varying his pace. There we go, great slow ball. This is outstanding from FJT. Clever cricket. But PinkDrive not panicking. They're keeping the board ticking over. 109 for 3 from 13. Evenly poised here. Like the thought process behind the shot. Not executed, but I can understand why he tried that shot. Hit in with the wind. Again, he's trying to use the wind, but FJT starting to get on top here. Did say that the first 10 was 100 was required of those 10 hitting with the wind. They did that. That's going to not make it into the wind. The fielder's coming around. He's taking it. So it's a different game here. Completely different game now. You're hitting into the wind. It's gone for the power hit. Rinko Adams wasn't able to do that, and FJT have picked up their 4th wicket. So well-balanced team, this FJT. They've got some good seamers. They've got a few spinners. And you need that in a tournament like this. You're going to play on different grounds, different conditions. I'm sure there'll be a lot of viewers back in Johannesburg watching this game, cheering on PinkDrive. And no doubt the FJT supporters in London will be tuned in as well. Well, that's going to go straight up. It's going to come back at the keeper like a boomerang. Oh, and the bowler took it. There was almost an argument, but doesn't matter how you get the job done. They've got it. They got the job done. But if that ball went to ground, I'm sure there would have been words between the keeper and the bowler, but there wasn't. And Armand van der Merwe, not the right shot choice. It literally went like a boomerang. He's trying to hit that over cow corner, huge boundary. And it's falling away for PinkDrive, but they still have Reynolds in the hat. But Reynolds was strong over mid-wicket. It's a different game now. In the second 10, you can't just be looking to go leg side. There's no value for money, value for your shots to the leg side into the wind to a big boundary. So a new approach is needed. Another right-handed comes to the crease for PinkDrive. So this is Devan Webner. And he's just Nurdle around the corner. The wind's just slightly dropped off in the last minute. It's not as strong as it was earlier. It tends to do that at Port Sunlight. It can swirl a bit. But as it stands now, it's a little bit stiller. But still into the face of the batsman. It's going to take a lot of power to clear the rope straight. If you can pierce the value for money here is extra cover region, but I don't think you're going to get too many half volleys on off stump here. FJT mixing up their bowl as well here. This is Sikandar. He was expensive. He went for 30 off his first 10 deliveries. But he was asked to do the hard job into the wind. Well played from Vepner. That's going to be 2. I think the FJT mid-wicket field is a little bit too deep there, but Devan Vepner's come in and he's got 4 from 2 with just 2 good cricket shots. I think that's the way to go. Try and bring them. The mid-wicket field is still quite deep, but he's come off the boundary now about 15 metres. The deep square legs also off the boundary by 15 metres. And that's going to be 4. No need to run for that. So, slow ball option, I can see why he did it, but that is a half tracker and allowed Vepner just to hit it behind square using some of the wind. The wind's blowing down the ground. This could be 2 more. The long one's too deep. So great work from Devan Vepner. The number 8 batsman, he's come in, he's got 10 or 4. He hasn't actually taken a risk yet either. So top edge, that could be 2 more. Wants to spin the fielder, comes around, covers the ground well. So great work there from the deep backward square. PinkDrive do have Reynolds in the hat, so they will have a bit of a cushion there, but they can't afford to get bowled out here. There's still 5 overs to go, so I don't think they want to get Reynolds in just yet. I think they need a partnership for the next 2 overs, and then last 3 overs I think probably want Reynolds to come in and continue from where he left off. Score's now 120 from 15, so it was 95 with the turn for 5. The last 5 overs have yielded 3 wickets and just 26 runs. So we knew it was going to be a lot more tricky into the wind. Kavir Singh Sani. Lovely action. Left arm orthodox. It's bowled him. So PinkDrive are now under wicket pressure here. They're 6 wickets down. Reynolds was outstanding in when he batted number 4, 52 of 17, but completely different game now. He's coming in, hitting into the wind, and I don't think the approach of trying to target the cow corner boundary is what he should be looking at. And does he have the change up? Because if he does try and play the same way as he played in the first 10, he won't last very long. He's going to have to Be smart, Joe Reynolds. He's showing he's got the power. He just needs to bat time here. His team's in a good position. Even if they go run a ball for a few overs and then last 2 overs put the foot on the gas, they need to try and find a way to 160 here. Good from Justin Reynolds, just adjusting his shot. You could see his natural instinct was to go hard there and then realizing the danger, and he just checked his shot. I think PinkDrive, don't need to panic yet. Just knock it around for the next 5 or 6 deliveries. And great shot, what a shot that is. The skipper holding his nerve here. That's where the value is. Played that so late and just punched it into the gap. That's a great shot. Low risk, high reward. Well bowled. Good cricket from everyone there. Both teams were applauding that. PinkDrive know that they can't afford another wicket. They don't want to be last man stands this far out. Still 20 deliveries to come. They get 15 singles, or 15 of those deliveries they get to 140. You add in a few boundaries, they get to 150, 160. So that's the way they've got to break it down, yeah. So FJT going back to their premier fast bowler, Hazrat Shah. He was quick into the wind. He could be extremely quick with the wind, but that might be, I think Rory Rice might fancy this, because any bat on it down to third man or backward point will race away. Does he have a few slow balls in his armour, because he can't afford to give any width at his pace yet. So Reynolds going hard there. Be interesting to see how Rory Ross sees this. I think he should look to just use the pace of the ball, yeah. The third man's very fine. They've almost got 2 third men, yeah. Good cricket from Rouse. Great cricket. Going for the 2. Oh, this could be tight. Great run in. Roy Rouse, very impressive batting yet. Just an orthodox punch into the gap, using the pace behind square. They've got a third man and a deep backward square. That's punch to the gap. This could be 2 more. The score moves on to 130 of 16.3. So, Roy Ross playing clever cricket, 19 from 16. But in the context of this innings, it's a valuable contribution. Great shot, deep in his crease. Just the 2 into the wind, big boundary. Just a little punch there. Controlled shot. So good from Reynolds. Definitely favours the leg side. I think Reynolds, Rory Rouse maybe needs a word with him. Just needs to get any bat on that. Not going to be easy trying to hit him over long on. Score moves on to 132. 3 overs to go. The last 7 overs have yielded just 36 runs. The first 10 overs almost 100, but that is to be expected hitting with the wind. I feel it's 100 from the one end and 60 from the other end is about par here today. So 160 is probably around par score, maybe 170. So PinkDrive not far off a good total here. They've struggled in the second half of this innings, but still got their two of their premier batsmen at the crease. Very well bowled. So Reynolds, what's he thinking? Huge wind blowing across the ground into a big boundary. We know how he cleanly hits it over mid-wicket. He's got the power, but he's tried to take that shot on. There is a big gap between mid-wicket and square leg, so if he's able to get it square, that's not the shot. He's lucky. It's falls short. He's hit it. He hasn't hit it well enough, but I think if he'd hit that cleanly, he would have been out. It would have been straight down mid-wicket's throat. He's got away with one there. So Reynolds needs a change of approach here. There's just no value for shots out there. That's better. Let's square it. Let's square it. That's the better area from Reynolds. You can't go over cow corn. That's when one went square. So if he's going to go leg side, you got to go square. Yeah, there's a clean hit. 1 bounce 4. Top edge. He's got away with that. That's 4 more. Govind Singh Sani was a little bit unlucky there with that last delivery. Completes his spell. What a great battle this is. It's hard to say who's ahead in this game. I think it's even Stevens. That over's just balanced it up. Rory Ross, he's looked composed here. 20 of 17. Played the role that the team needed him to. With Justin Reynolds' firepower, he just needs to stay in. Great shot. Builder does well. I like the way Rory Rouse is approaching this innings. Could have easily been bowled out for 130 if he got out early. So he's just giving his team something to posture. Where's Reynolds going to go? They're moving all the leg side fielders. They know he favours the leg side. The value's on the offside, but we know what a strong play is through the leg side. Does Reynolds have a inside-out shot over cover? Or is he going to go into the wind? He's got the power. Shah's bowled 3.2 overs for just 19 runs here with 1 wicket. Well bowled. This should be 2. Good from Rory Rouse. I think the fielders have just gone a bit deep on the boundary there. Worried about Reynolds going leg side, and that's allowed him to get the 2. Reynolds moved on to 68. If his team gets home in this match, he'll certainly deserve the man of the match. He's gone deep in his crease. No ball. Is it going to be a free hit? Oh, free hit. Might actually suit PinkDrive with Rory Rouse being on strike. He's not as big a hitter as Justin Reynolds, but he's a bit more fluent to the offside, and maybe he can give away his stumps here and try and hit with the wind. Big moment in the game here. These matches are won on small margins. Can Rouse found the ropes here. Slow ball, that's gone straight up. They can run three, almost has gone so high. So they've gone two. They all count. So PinkDrive get up to 150. Next target is 160. Rory Ross is on strike. Good innings here. Just punched into the ground with the wind. What a shot that is from Rory Ross. And that's come straight into my shin in the commentary box. It's been a really entertaining game so far. It's the last over. Reynolds is the danger man, but I think for PinkDrive's point of view, this matchup might suit Rouse. He's shown that he can use the pace and go offside. Oh, but he's gone deep and they're shouting run hard. It's just the one. Whatever happens, PinkDrive will be delighted with how they've gone on this tour. They're in the quarterfinals. They've got 150 on the board. This should be two. Oh, they put pressure on the field. He's missed it. And now there's going to be a third. So, Justin Reynolds, there was a three there, but he's thinking, I'm the man to hit the home run here. Last delivery's worth 12. So he hasn't taken the extra run. There's actually two deliveries to come, so the scoreboard's right, so not the home run. Slap that. This is going to be two more. 160 on the board. They're in the game here. 8 and over. PinkDrive, before the innings started, they probably would have taken that. It's gone straight up. It's going to take some catching. It's swirling, Well, the keeper's completely missed it. There's going to be a run out. Keeper didn't even get a hand on that. think they get 1 run for that. I think they ran once. The drop catch has cost them 1 run. End of the match, we'll know if that's a talking point or not. That completes the first half of this match, and we'll be back shortly for the run chase. And the fielder's coming around. That's exactly what he's done, Leandra. He's forced him to go to mid-off, and that's a huge wicket.
Good start, fiery start. Armand disciplined with his little away shapers, got him to play on that offside. Lovely catch, quite easy.
And Armand van der Merwe, he's working his way into the tournament dream team. He's not one of the quickest bowlers in the tournament, but he's very skillful.
Armand used to be one of the number one in the world, ex-number one in the world, ex-number one in South Africa. He's a very, very heavy 22 starting off with this short leg side boundary. Obviously, we know they're going to try and target this side. So almost as a batter, you want to start on fire, but then a bit of dots creates a bit more pressure than what it usually would with a even field. Yeah,
and also you sometimes can get too carried away with the short side boundary and you end up not playing proper cricket shots. As you said, it is a catch-22. And I think the teams that are able to get the balance right will go well.
Yeah. No, Farani, Taylor, they will be looking obviously for that fours, but any side of any ground at any time, the rotation is going to be key there for them to create those boundary balls. If they're just going to try and get the boundary as soon as possible, every ball, they are missing out on the balls in between. And I think with the score that PinkDrive got to, which I really think is a good score from where they were, they are definitely going to need to rotate the strike.
Yeah, so they got 19 from 2. PinkDrive got 95 from their first 10 and then 66 from the next 10. And I think that's probably about par for each end. That's good from Rinko Adams.
Changes his line.
Yeah. Also helps that there's a different batsman at the other end. So you're
very quality sides going today. This is going to be a good one.
That's runaway fun. That's beaten the fielder. So clever batting there from Patel. Was using the face.
Lovely work. Third mate had no chance.
So you were saying you're playing a bit of club cricket in Scotland?
Yes, yeah. Played a bit of Division 2 for Irvine. And then, I just played the one season. Then I've been playing in South Africa for the time being.
Good cricket. Oh, could be a chaos here. It's all happening.
Can he get there? Oh, gets away with murder there.
You can see the pressure here. Calm heads are needed. There's definitely 2. Good from the batsman to touch and go, but I don't know if his partner heard the call, Leandra.
Oh, he's 5 off the boundary. It might have created that little bit of hesitation. He's down. He's hitting a lovely length now, Renko. I think he's finding his stride a little bit more.
Yeah, he's definitely
a change of line.
Yeah, and he's taken that leg side boundary out of the equation, but the wind can often change direction. It doesn't feel like it's as strong in that direction anymore, so just got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll have to be communication from the batting and the bowling side to see where that wind is going.
Great comeback here from Rinko Adams. He went for 16 off 3. And you know, as a bowler, when you've gone for 16 off your first 3, you're not quite sure where your next one goes, but he's shown some mental strength here.
No, I think especially for the PinkDrive Buffaloes, I think for the whole tournament, you can see these guys are fighters. These guys, if they get hit, they try and just come back harder, and I think we'll see that fight from them today. Armand back in. Looks like he's X Factor, eh?
Yeah, he's been superb. He just, when he runs in, you wouldn't look at him and to think he's the threat, but if you go and look at his figures, and the fact that you said he was number 1 in the world, shows that he's got a smart head on him. Simple action, doesn't try and do too much, but it's just subtle variations.
Armand knows his strengths very, very well. He sticks to his plan, makes batsmen try and get him off his plan.
Oh, and as we said of that, commentator's curse.
Armand misses length. That is just bread and butter with the short leg side boundary. He'll definitely already be setting up for that.
But it's not easy to bowl into that wind This is actually my home cricket ground, and I know running into that wind as a bowler, you can sometimes lose your stride.
Definitely misses with rhythm, with this wind going on.
I think PinkDrive, if they can keep FJT to below 100 in the first inning, anything below 100, they'll feel that they're well in the game. Even if it's 95, which is what they had, that will be around even. FJT, on the other hand, will feel that they need 90 at least from their first 10,
Go short.
I think he got away with that there. I don't know if that's the right option, but
change of face is the right option. It's just the line that has to be good,
Got away with that, I think, but
yeah, I think now Farani Taylor, they will be happy with trying to get to that 100. I think
deep into his crease,
gets down back on that leg side boundary, goes pace off again. I think the length just creates a little bit of time for them to get under the ball. But I think, like you said, Farani Taylor, they will obviously be looking to score this side, and I think PinkDrive Buffaloes accept that. And I think PinkDrive Buffaloes will have it two ways. They'll either want to get them under that 100, like you said, or if they do get over, I think wickets is going to be their main thing. I think if Farani Taylor gets wickets in hand with a good start, defending that second side is going to be very, very tough.
Do PinkDrive have any spinners? Because I've only seen them, besides they've got Meyer, but do they have another spinner? Or bowled Van der Merwe.
Good comeback. They do. I see they have Divan in. Divan is a left arm off spinner.
Okay, that's a good change for today. That's
good change for today. Then we have Grant Cunningham. We also bowl some leg spinners, but I think the main two bowlers will obviously be, like you say, it'll be Aiden Meyer, Divan Weppen is the other one, but both of them turning away. I don't know if Farani Taylor has any.
Yeah, left-handers, and that's the key. I think you want at least two left-handers in your lineup today if you've got them, just to make sure that you always do have the leg side boundary on an option in the second 10. But do you think, pace off, you saw Farani Taylor did that well. They took the pace off in the second 10.
Gets him to the offside deep point.
That's very well bowled from Rinko Adams.
Lovely work. You can definitely see the trying of executing both their plans. The PinkDrive Buffaloes going wider. Farani Taylor looking to bounce on anything straight, anything that gives them length to get under the ball.
Yeah, with his pace, if he can just hit the bottom of off stump here, it's going to be hard to get him away.
It could be a tough option to bowl off stump with their wrists that are so good. Pace off. Beautiful. Yeah, what I've been finding really surprising, and it's been like that for most of the grounds, even when they take pace off and it's slower balls, it might not be gripping into the surface, but there is still bounce in the wicket. So that bounce, I think, is what's getting the batsmen most of the time, because they are picking the slower stuff. It's more that they're getting done in by the bounce.
It's not often you say that in England, but I think it's because it's been such a dry summer that the wickets underneath are hard.
No, it's been very, very surprising. I think that was one of the last things we would have thought on the plane coming over. I think low and slow with a bit of nippage is like the word that goes around in England, and all the wickets, like I've said, have had massive life in them. Some good bounce, and I think the fast bowlers have had the time of their lives with all this bounce. Especially the South African ones.
Yeah. But Rinko Adams is actually just reeled in his pace a little bit here, just to focus on getting the ball right in the right areas, and I don't think you'll mind the odd 2 and a 1, because we saw how Justin Reynolds was clearing the ropes on regular occasion batting from this end. So they've just calmed the run rate a bit. Yeah, it's just under 10s and over.
Slower again.
So it looks like Santon Royals, I'm just looking at the other quarterfinals, Santon Royals, well, it's their game to lose. Western Swingers need... Oh, look at the draw. So we're talking about Santon Royals. They up against the Western Swingers. They look like they're almost home there. And the match we're watching now, Farani Taylor's England champions, #1 in the world rankings. They're against playing PinkDrive. This is anyone's game. Next up on this field is Masagami. They'll be taking on Super Giants from Bangladesh. And over at Chesterborton Hall, the Conquerors be playing Manchester Raptors. That's a Derby versus Manchester matchup, two England sides. So sitting in the commentary box with Leandre Laba from Masagami, and you must be looking forward to your match against the Super Giants.
No, it's exciting times. Armand giving him his third. I think they will be happy to sacrifice his third. He's the bowler that's looked the most, like he's been troubling the most. They'll give him his third in order to maybe try and get that extra wicket now. Keep that run rate down.
Do you think there's any chance they'll bowl one of their spinners in these first 10?
That's a tough call. They might give Divan one.
Try and maybe buy a wicket.
Yeah, I think the leg spinner will be tough to face with that long boundary, especially to rotate. So maybe Divan bowls a very flat ball, flat and quick off spinner, quite disciplined. But I think just risk assessment, they might just have to go and get their biggest seamers out.
Yeah, I would wait. I'd try and give 8 overs of spin in the second 10. Try and have damage control. Saw Reynolds, I think it was just before he arrived, but that golf course over there, he's cleared those trees. I've hardly ever seen a ball hit into that golf course, and he managed to hit it. It is on the end of the strip and with the wind, but it was still going up when it went over those trees into the golf course.
No, Justin he's a special hitter of a cricket ball. Lovely length. I'm not happy with the wide before, but like I said, he won't mind the wide. He'll rather go on the wide with the offside than bowling too straight and getting past on the leg side.
Sacrificing that odd wide just to ensure that you don't get too straight.
Off the legs.
What's interesting from the side, Joe, if I remember, he seems to rush the batsman at times. I don't know if that's because he's got his quicker one comes through, but I'm not noticing the pace, but every now and then the batsman looks beaten for pace.
Yeah, no, I think he's obviously not the tallest, so I think he could be a skiddy of nature, but the thing is he's shown them a couple of slow balls and it's really tough to pick up in his action.
Yeah, that was a slow ball, but the wind is going to do... that's brilliantly fielded out there. Hit it with the wind. Rory Rouse, he took a magnificent catch yesterday at Neston. Just watch this, the batsman just chipped that up into the air. Rory Rouse initially comes in, watch him, leans back, and he's saved 5 runs there. Magnificent there from Rory Rouse.
Oh, tough to call that a chance. I think that was a stunning piece of work.
Initial.
Unlucky for Armand there. Batsman just checked the shot. Rory seems to be okay.
Just a shout out to our sponsors, Wise. Be smart, get wise.
Renku in again. So it does look like they're going to try with what they feel is their best seam bowlers to get through this first 10. Renku 30 after 3.1.
This game's in the balance here. Leandra, it's 50-50. Really hard to see who's ahead here. Well bowled there.
It's a dot.
Renko Adams.
First one he's pushed through, eh?
Yes, he really got that one through. I like the fact he learned quickly that he started off too short with his first 2 deliveries. Got the treatment and he's now just bowling back of a length with his pace. That's a good area. Oh, again, as we speak, again, it's just one. It hasn't hurt him too much yet.
First time we're seeing the batsman really try something extravagant now. But I think what I've liked from these first 2 bowlers is they've bowled some slower balls. They've changed up their lengths, so the batsman is not sure whether they're going to go pace on hard back of a length or go with that slower through the air one, which is, I think, is very good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're playing a 50-over game club cricket, you don't need as many variations. But when the batsmen are coming for you like this, you do need all these tricks and keep the batsman guessing, because otherwise they just line you up.
No, you've got to be innovative. Otherwise, the batsmen, like you say, they'll get used to the crease. They'll get used to what you're bowling. They'll know your options. Keep them guessing.
Just noticed that's in the golf course again, but that's the easier shot there, isn't it? Just into the crease, probably just a tad short, a little bit fuller. Might have been trickier to play that shot, but well put away there from Yadav.
Yeah, like we like to say back home, that's more of a short ball than a bounce. So the difference is the bounce, if we would like to be head height or over. That short ball, just whether it's like that chest hip height, that it's especially with the short leg side boundary, that will just be bread and butter for the batsman.
Also because he's running into the wind, so it's harder to rush the batsman for pace. You're not bowling as quickly, and it just gives a bit more time. But I'd hate to see how quickly Renko Adams would be downwind here. I think he's having to do the hard yards into the wind as the fast bowler. He don't like it, but actually it's what the team needs.
Yeah, but that option, I think it will be in the batsman's favour, going with that length. Let's see if he goes wider. Goes slow. Gets hit. Straight down the ground. Quite a good shot still.
Yeah, picked up the slower ball there. Waits for it, keeps his shape beautifully. Just frees the hands. Great shot there from Yadav. He's a quality player. Changes so quickly. I was about to say before those two deliveries that I think Buffalo were just getting their noses in front, but now it's evened up again.
With this bang bang with the 2 sixes. The thing is, I think the PinkDrive Buffaloes won't be minding if they're getting hit straight over their heads, but then yet in the over he missed his length, which gave them that easy boundary.
Agree. The second one wasn't the problem. I think the first one was the sort of the free hit.
So missing that, getting hit off a good ball with a good shot, like with quality batsmen, and then missing your own length, just creates it over, making it go from 7 to 8 to that 11, 12, which is exactly what Farani Stallions will need.
This is quite a big moment in the game with Rory Rouse coming in. He's a handy all-round cricketer. His first over last night at Neston, he wasn't quite on the money. He went for 16 or 17. There's a few wides. He'll be bowling into the wind. It takes a few deliveries to get used to it here. So this could be a moment for Farani to put the pedal down and put Rory Rouse under pressure. So
I think always as a batsman you want to see a change of bowler. I think Rory's going to have to try and bowl his best ball, try and get the best option for him to get into his work here. Just keep it nice and simple in the balance here.
A good start from Rouse.
Will they push it? Tristan is 5 off the boundary there. Smart captaincy just to keep the fielders on the long boundary, just keep them about 5 or 10 off, just to try and cut those twos down. Rory starting with his best ball. Yeah, I like that option from him.
He's just used the wind. He hasn't quite got it, but percentage cricket actually going with the wind. Just walking inside the line there. You see, just walks a little bit inside the line. Just a bit too straight from Rory there.
Yeah, like I said, I would even argue that maybe sometimes off stump with the ball angling in will actually be too straight for how this field is. He just basically lifted it into the air and let the wind do the work.
There's clear tactics here with Patel just giving the strike, and Yadav's got I like the changer from Yadav. He's got the 6 off the first or second delivery, so they're heading the over. But he's the man that's looking to put the pedal down, and Patel's just trying to build a platform for the Stallions. Yeah,
I know Yadav has been going at a clip here. It comes down. Beautiful length from Rory. Oh, like you said, Patel doesn't actually even need to do that, winning the over. Just keep it nice and simple. Doesn't need to put pressure on himself or even on the other side, winning the over. Better comeback from Rory. There we go.
Good cricket. Smart cricket.
Is 5 off. Just gets it a little bit more in front of square. Yeah. The man has to come round, gives him space to run it too.
As an example, that last man stand, you do need the power hitting, but it's not just about the power hitting. If you're only relying on that, you're not going to go far in these big tournaments. Just clever cricket there from the Stallions, just pushing it and keeping the board going. Twos are important in last man stands.
No, 100%. I think, yeah, for us from Masagami, we base our batting more on the running and actually the boundaries. Our philosophy is that if you run them to the ground, the boundary balls will come. So looking for that boundary, missing out on the balls in between, that's what gets you in trouble.
And just news that Santon Royals, the first team through to the semi-finals. You know all about the Santon Royals.
Yeah, best friends and arch nemesis back home.
Yeah, they play in the same league as Joburg and as do PinkDrive. So there's a potential of 3 South African teams in the semi-final. Farani Taylor, Stallions will be thinking otherwise here.
Armand in for his 4th, big call.
Keeper's coming around. Oh, he's taken it! How has he got to that?
Oh,
I don't know how he got to that. From our position, he looked like he had no chance there, Leandra.
That is a special take. Wow, that is some great ground made. Justin having a
Watch
game
this
of his
replay
life.
here. It just looked like he had no chance getting there. Just so getting away from him. It wasn't. Oh, what a catch!
Wow.
What a catch from Reynolds.
Justin, you beauty. You are having the game of your life, son. Big call, Armand going in for his 4th. Gets one to leap off a length and gets that wicket.
I'm definitely putting Armand in the tournament dream team. What a bowler he's turning out to be in this tournament.
Could this be the change of momentum that the PinkDrive Buffaloes need?
Who else in the tournament have you seen that you think would be in your tournament dream team if you're picking one?
I saw, I can't remember the team. I saw the batsman that got 100 on that first day against Royals. Cheapest, there was some clean striking there. I think I would definitely have him in my in my top 3. But all around, there's been such quality. I'm really, really impressed. We've seen obviously a lot of good batting, some big hitters, some good spinners, some absolute rapid fast bowlers, even if it even with 12 steps.
Talking of big hitters, Tanvir Sekanda, he can hit a long ball. He's a quality player. Been around the LMS circuit for a long time. PinkDrive will want to get him early.
Goes full. Leisurely start.
This is turning out to be a cracking game. Yeah, this could go anyway.
Slower ball. Get it straight.
So Yadov moves on to 45. Just waits on it, bang, with the wind. I'm in the commentary box with Leandra Loba from the Masagami. They next up in the Port Sunlight main oval. It's not long before the toss is going to be done. Leandra, have you got any knowledge? You don't have to tell me in case the Super Giants are listening in, but have you got any thoughts on what you're going to do if you win the toss?
Well, I think for most of the games, I think chasing has been the better call with the outfield that is so rapid and quick, and knowing the conditions and being able to put the bowling side under pressure with that short leg side boundary. Chasing could be an option, yeah, but I'm not entirely sure.
I like the way you've answered that. You haven't quite given away the tactics. You've kept people guessing.
Yet again, always runs on the board is also a pressure thing in these knockout games. So
in other words, you're not sure.
Me personally, I am not sure. This has been good back and forth cricket. Quality cricket. Once the PinkDrive Buffaloes, every time they've missed full, missed straight, the Stallions have capitalised, but yet the PinkDrive Buffaloes kept on hitting their areas, trying to bog them down, gotten the odd wicket. But like you said, last over, they will look to be trying to get as much as they can.
I think
close to this 95. Yeah,
I think this over that it's one of those ones you could work against them. I think they've got to target this over, try and get it big 15, 16. It won't be easy as they turn.
Yadav, main man now in.
Just the one.
Could come back. Comes back, fumble on
by
the boundary.
Third man. Just an unforced error there. Yadov's on 48. Interesting to see how he sees this. Does he try and go bang, or does he get into the hat? What's your thinking here, Leandro? Does he?
I think he has to go low risk, get in the bank. It's still a long game ahead.
I think he sees it the same way as you, just from the way he tried to play that.
No, I think the message from the outside will definitely be just get out of this over. You just come back in the bank. Because I think that frees up everyone.
100%. You know the feeling there where you've got, it just gives you a bit more insurance and you're not playing with that wickets pressure.
And they will definitely want that freedom to take a bit more risk heading to that long side against the wind now.
So he hasn't quite timed that, but I think they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, Chandler's too. It's been a good innings.
But I think PinkDrive will also be happy with that because they've only gone for 86 of their first half here, and we do think you needed at least 95 in these first 10, and that's what PinkDrive got. So
Yadav, clinical, loved their striking today. It looked very simple. Didn't really try anything extravagant, just when they missed, he hit. Had very good intent.
The one thing that might work in FJT's favour is that I don't think the spin of PinkDrive, I might be wrong, I don't think, oh, great shot there from Tamir Sekonda.
Unbelievable start. Oof. Sekonda, that's a proper cricket shot. That into the gap. Even with the long boundaries, they cannot get around. That is the boundary that the PinkDrive Buffaloes just didn't want to give in this over.
That's a low risk shot, and I do think that Farani Taylor have got a little bit more in the bank in terms of the lower order players, and their spinners were maybe superior. So it's PinkDrive, although they might be ahead on the scoreboard here, the wind factor, they might not have the bowlers that can build the pressure like FJT did, but long way to go, and we'll see how that plays out in the next 10.
Yeah, PinkDrive have to show their next card with a spin. How they're going to play this spin is going to be a key factor in this game. Rory. Yes.
These two batsmen look like they've got a bit of class here, just working the ball into the gaps. They don't seem too phased by this, and it's going to be an interesting passage of play here.
Change of side now.
Andre, I know that you've got to get going soon, so whenever the team needs you, I'm enjoying you in the commentary box, but don't feel...
Are we going? Okay.
Yeah, I think you got to go.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been very nice chatting and giving insight and seeing, also helping me seeing what's going on in the game.
Yeah.
It's been lovely. It's been a lovely tournament. Here comes Divan for that spin option. Yeah, let's get warmed up. I think this game is going to be a cracker, and I hope we can put a cracker on for the fans back home. But yeah, very nice to be here.
I've enjoyed chatting you, and good luck for your game.
Awesome. Thanks.
So the new bowler, Divan Vepner, batted nicely at number 8. I like the change from PinkDrive to go for spin in this game. And a great start from him. And he's very unlucky there from Vepner. He had beaten the batsman, but well played in the end. You just see that he didn't mean to go that far, but he's got some glove on that, I think, and runs away with the wind. So it might appear if you've just arrived that Farani Taylor have got this run chase in the bag, and I do think they're on top, but the wind factor is something that we've seen in the PinkDrive innings. They were on a very similar position. Actually, they had 95 after 10, and they got up to 160. So, still a lot of cricket to be played, yeah. Superb batting there from Shabazz Khan. Just hit the ball into the gap. Not too much pace on it. Allowed him to get back for the 2. And that's racing away for 4 again. think there's a top edge. Devon Ebner hasn't, his figures don't look too good from his start, but he hasn't actually bowled that badly, a little bit unlucky. One of the glove that ran away, then a top edge that ran away for 4. So he's under pressure here, but these two FJT batsmen ooze class here. Ambitious shot for LBW. Gets outside the line, long way down. .60 required from 47. It's gone again. So the change of innings hasn't brought about any luck for, that's just too, that line's just not good. He's got to be able to get that 2 or 3 stumps out, so on a 5th stump line. So it brings Mayer into attack, leg spinner. So FJT starting to take control of this game. Do PinkDrive have a counter attack in them? Can they find something here? Good start from Mayer. So FJT, very strong batting lineup here. Coming around, he hasn't quite timed it. Tanvir Sekanda, 7 from 4. Shabas Khan, 16 from 7. Still partnership developing here. Good shot, good cricket all around. That's well bowled. Well fielded. Good cricket all around. Stand of the cricket on display is superb. Well bowled for May again. Beautifully flighted. Really talented cricketer is May. Clean hitter. Hardest form of the game to perfect, his leg spin, and he started superbly under pressure. It's only just missed his length, but the great shot. Clever batting, just using the wind. Inside out. Frees the arms. Glorious cricket shot. So Stallions starting to boss this game now. But one tight over, or a wicket or 2 and the game is back in the balance. Great fielding, just the one. There's quality cricket here at Port Sunlight. This is the 3rd quarter final. Santon Royals from Johannesburg are through to the semi-finals. Elegantly worked to the leg side from Shabas Khan. Inside out. Great shot. The skill level on display is high. They've obviously worked out that going leg side isn't as much value. He's made his own width. He's taken that off the top of off stump. That's class batting. So Tanvir Sekonda showing all his class. Just that makes that look easier there, does Sekonda. Just turns it with his wrist. High skill. Just manipulating the field here. Superb run chase from Stallions. It's their game to lose. He just punched that. So Stallions worked it out well here. Just looking to use that small boundary as much as possible. Open the face. Let's just run away for 4. Now go straight down the ground. FJT showing why they are England champions. They've come into this tournament with a #1 world ranking, but there's certainly not much in it between the top 4 or 5 teams in the world. It's all going to come down to who performs on the day. Santon Royals are through to the semi-finals. Still a bit of cricket to be played in this one, but it looks like FJT are going to join them as we look at the draw. Santon Royals on the other side of the draw to Farani Taylor. So the winner of this match will play the winner of Masagami Super Giants. I'm sure Santon Royals will be keeping a close eye on the Conquerors and Manchester Raptors match because they'll be playing the winner of that game. Tristan Smith into attack. Starts well. PinkDrive have now got their mid-wicket fielder up, saving, not quite saving a 1, but certainly saving a 2. Probably need to get him saving a 1 now. Try and get maybe Sekonda to try and... Yeah, I like this place. So there is a mid-wicket now. Conventional mid-wicket in, saving 1. Great shot with his hands. Good fielding as well. Big drive. They're not going to give up. There's the wicket. They don't give up, these boys, but although they're behind the game, they've got a breakthrough, and it's given them something to cling on to here. Good work from Reynolds again. He's having a great game. The new batsman, Kavir Singh Sani. Can they find another wicket here? They need another wicket, PinkDrive. That's going to be a wide. A great first over from Tristan Smith. Look at the scoreboard for Farani Taylor. Abu Yadav was outstanding, 50 for 28. Really set up this run chase. Shabas Khan, he's shown that he's got something about him as well. It's a high-class batting lineup, this FJT. So Rory Rouse. Oh, he's got that one to go through. Beats the bat. Reynolds has already taken 2 quality catches to go with his fine innings. He's got to be awake because could easily be another one coming his way. Just the one. So PinkDrive trying to take this game deep. Try and put the pressure back on FJT. There's not much pressure on them at the moment. 21 of 23 feels like a doddle. But they add another 2 wickets to it and could tighten up. You see Super Giants warming up in the background. They've got their full tracksuit tops on. cold for them, but for us living in England, this is a beautiful warm day. Just leans on that. Into the gap. Comes in with a slide, wanting to pick up and throw, but very clever batting from Khan. Just working the ball into the gaps. Percentage LMS cricket. So 17 of 20. 5 wickets in hand. We're going to be back at Port Sunlight on Sunday. And Super Giants will be hoping that they will be part of the finals day proceedings. They'll be taking on the reigning champions, Masagami, in the last quarter final of the day. All eyes will be on that match from all their families and friends and supporters back in Dakar. Vaskan just going deep in his crease and playing it under his nose. Smart cricket. Oh, I said that Reynolds might get another chance. You think he got a glove to it? That would have been a blinder. Oh, he's just pushed to the wrong foot. Great effort from Reynolds. He's disappointed, but that was a tough chance. Middle fielders in and PinkDrive. You can just see that they don't give up. They're trying something different. They now have got their mid off up. They've got a mid wicket in. They know that the only way to win this game is pick up wickets, and they're trying to squeeze you. So this is a clinical run chase from the England champions. Farani, Taylor, Stallions look to be cruising home here, but could there be a twist? Cut away, just the one. So 12 of 15. Masagami boys warming up for their game. Close to the Farani Taylor team sitting down, waiting to complete this match. These two teams potentially could be meeting in the semi-final, but the Super Giants will be having a lot to say about that. Rory Rouse. He's had a good tournament. Some good catches. Batted nicely. Can he add a few wickets to his reservoir? He's chasing all. It's a good long chase. He's picked that one up at backward point. Superb shot there from Kabir Singh Saini. Just a great cricket shot. Opens the face. Wristy shot. High class batting. Just watch that. Just beautiful wrists there. Head still. Works the ball into the gap. There's hardly been a slog played here in this run chase. Deep in his crease. I think Farani, Taylor, Stallions laying down a statement yet to the other teams still left in the tournament. Well bowled, well played. The Stallions have another gear in them here, but they only need 4 of 10, and looks like they're going to have a 7-wicket victory here. So thank you to the Port Sunlight groundsman, Gary Bland, for being on late notice today to get a wicket ready. Just had to make a plan due to some rain at Chester this morning. And we've got a belt of a deck here. This PinkDrive have now got all their fielders in. And they slapped through the gap, into the gap. And Stallions are through to the finals day. They join Sanson Royals on the other half of the draw. The England champions have beaten PinkDrive Buffalo, but PinkDrive Buffalo can hold their head up high. They've had a great tournament, first time at a World Champs. And they've gone deep, making it through to the quarterfinals. I think it'll be a learning curve for them, but a lot of talent in their lineup. I think they'll admit today they were beaten by the better team. But they fought valiantly, and we look at the draw. You now see Santon Royals through, Farani, Taylor, Stallions through. Who's going to join them? Is it going to be the Conquerors or the Raptors? Or is it going to be Super Giants or Masagami? Look at the scorecard. Yadav 50 from 28. Sakanda looked his normal self, 31 from 15. Shabazz Khan changed the gears. Started off fast, and then when he got ahead of the rate, just went down into 4th gear. Arman Pandamover, the pick of the bowlers again. He's been outstanding the whole tournament, and as we were saying earlier, if there was a tournament dream team, I think he would be right up there. Tristan Smith picked up a vital wicket towards the end to give the PinkDrive half a chance, but in the end, just not enough in the tank for the PinkDrive Buffaloes, and that's the end of their tournament, but they'll be very proud of their performance. We're going to be taking a break, and we'll be back for the final game